Hello, my name is John Augustine, and thank you so much for joining us as we help you learn more about WellNet's level-funded health plans and our integrated population health management program. These programs enable employers to ultimately get to the root cause of healthcare cost increases, which we'll break down more as we go through this today. Today's topics for discussion include an overview of WellNet. We'll break down our history and our various products. We'll talk about what are the benefits of self-funding in light of the Affordable Care Act, then a breakdown of the basics of self-funding, followed by a quick conversation on level funding, which is ultimately today's topic. The level funding is basically a simple variant on partial self-funding. Then we'll talk what are the different funding options, and then why is managing risk so important when you are in a partially self-funded arrangement. Now, to give you a background on WellNet and to help you understand why our health plan is so important, it's important to understand the other three products that WellNet sells. Now, many of your clients have considered carving out their pharmacy in the past, and this is one of WellNet's products, which is self-funded pharmacy plan. We use Caremark as our core vendor and partner, and the reason many groups consider doing this is because pharmacy costs are very predictable. If I'm on 5 drugs today, I'll probably be on the same 5 drugs next month, and so on and so forth. And as you know, insurance in general is really designed to insure against the unknown. So if a cost is predictable, why pay the extra cost of insurance? Why not just pay the claim? So many groups in the past and still today decide to carve their pharmacy out in an effort to reduce the spend on that particular line item. Now, arguably, the most important product that WellNet offers is called WellNet Engage. And this is a two-pronged approach to risk management. And risk management, you'll hear me talk a lot about today. That's sort of our mantra at WellNet. It's the idea of getting to the root of the problem by identifying what it is that's driving up healthcare costs. And as you guys know, it's claims that drive everything. If the employees of your groups that you work with were perfectly healthy, all your employers would pay is preventive claims each year. But the reality is not everyone is perfectly healthy, and many employees incur relatively high claims. You also know, which we'll talk more about later, that 80% of all claims in any line of insurance are typically generated by 20% of the insured population. So what WellNet Engage does is take a two-pronged approach to risk management. Prong one is health coaching. Health coaching is targeted, proactive outreach to those in the population that are the top 20% as identified through Johns Hopkins predictive modeling, which I'll talk about in just a moment. The second prong is wellness programs. Wellness programs are targeted at the entire population, whereas health coaching is targeted only at the top 20%. Now, how does WellNet identify those that need health coaching, and furthermore identify what types of wellness programs are relevant to our organization? Through our software. WellNet owns a software company. What this is a cloud-based or web-based application that aggregates data, medical claims, pharmacy claims, biometrics data, even health risk assessment data. So there's 4 key data sets that we harness, and then we provide you a portal as the consultant. We provide the employer a portal, the employees a portal. My nurses, WellNet has a team of registered nurse health coaches. They get their own portal. And then we have a live feed set up with Johns Hopkins University. And that provides us all sorts of wonderful benchmarking information, and specifically their predictive modeling, which helps us identify who it is that needs outreach and what types of overall programs are relevant for your company. And we'll show you examples of that later. Our health plan today aggregates these 3 items, so pharmacy plans through Caremark, full-on risk management programs, and a full suite of cloud-based software, in addition to medical networks like Aetna, Cigna, or any number of regional PPO networks throughout the country. Here's a sampling of some of our clients. As you can see, many of these are very large. Some of these are relatively small, like the New York Cosmos. Our health plan in particular actually goes down to 10 enrolled lives on a level funded basis. Now, what all these clients share in common is that we're strengthening their roots through our analytics, through a very high-tech, high-touch engagement platform, which improves health and lowers costs. Now, how do we go about doing that? As I mentioned, we use our analytics. That guides us into creating the most appropriate and targeted wellness programs, and specifically targeting the top 20% of the risk, the ones that drive 80% of the claims. We always recommend the use of incentives, although that's not required. We'll talk more about that later. Those incentives, as you know, drive behavioral change and drive lasting change, which is really what it takes to ultimately lower risk and lower claims. Now, all of this data, all of these programs are integrated into our software. It's completely automated, so it takes the manual work out of managing a wellness program. And then at the end of the day, since we're using effectively real-time data to do all of this, we're able to connect the right people at the right time with the right care. And that's very, very important. Do all of your clients have to jump into the deep end of the pool and go gung-ho with wellness programs and risk management programs? Absolutely not. With that said, if you're going to partially self-fund, it makes all the sense in the world to start to control the claims, because claims drive everything in the world of self-funding. We'll break down some of these concepts as we move forward here today.